The Go Higher podcast is provided by the High Program at Wayne State University. The High Program, helping individuals go higher. Welcome everyone to the Go Higher podcast, where we take on the tough and relevant subjects in everyone's day-to-day lives and provide insight on how to respond, resolve, and re-inspire yourself and those around you. Now in today's program, we're going to be talking about how to be the first aid friend. This is for all those would-be helpers out there that would like to reach out and help a friend, but don't know where to start, or are afraid of what might happen, or fear losing their friend for bringing up a sensitive subject. We've all gone through this when a friend is going through an extremely difficult time in their lives, like the loss of a loved one or an eviction, where we want to help, but we don't know how. This is a personal form of the bystander effect, because we assume that someone else in that person's life will help them, so we sit on our hands instead of giving a helping hand to someone we care about. Oh, their mom will help them out, or another friend will pick up the slack and help them move. That's most likely wrong. Oftentimes, the only person that will reach out will actually be you. Your friend may be too stubborn to ask for help in the first place, so their family members may be completely in the dark about their troubles. So this is where you, the first aid friend, come in. This is where you have a chance to make a positive change in someone's life and possibly be the inflection point in that person's life that changes everything for the good. Many of your friends who are at risk of being homeless or underhoused won't make the first move to get the help they need. It will often be up to the first aid friend to make getting help seem worthwhile, but also help them parse the idea that they aren't getting all their needs met. Judgment is usually concern from a friend in need. Oh, how can I get out of this trouble without anyone finding out what dire straits I'm in? It's important to make sure that your friend feels like they're safe and comfortable with you. This will always be a delicate subject, so it will take a helping tact and nuance. That sound means it's time for the keyword of the day. Nuance. Sensibility to, awareness of, or the ability to express delicate shadings, as of meaning feeling or value.
Protecting you and those around you are just as important as your education. Life happens, and we want to help you in every way possible to prepare for it. Here is your HPP, High Program Podcast Safety Tip of the Day. Blue light phones. These phones are located on Wayne State University campus. They are used to notify the campus police of an emergency. They blink after being used to notify people there may be trouble and help campus police locate and respond to the emergency that may have occurred in the area around campus. Know the route to your destination. When you are lost, you naturally feel vulnerable. Locate and memorize the locations of the blue light emergency phones along your campus route. This safety tip came from the Wayne State Police Department.
Dealing with a friend's troubles can be tough, especially if you're going through your own problems. It's often difficult to see someone else's problems as much more difficult than yours and give them that helping hand. We get caught up in the day-to-day issues that we often forget that there are other people around us who need help. When you do notice, it's usually too late or too far gone to be a minor issue. To deal with issues like a fellow student becoming homeless, it's important to start by helping them do something. Like study, or if you can, take them out to lunch. Make sure to tell them it's your treat so they don't come up with an excuse for why they can't go. During a one-on-one session, when you've got their attention, pay close attention to any information that the other person shares at the beginning of the interaction. This may give you the perfect window for bringing up ways to get them help. Like, if they say they're worried about graduating and they're thinking about quitting school to get a second job so they can make sure they can make rent, or if they explain that their money troubles are severely stressing them out. If they don't give you that window, then you may need to establish a connection with their troubles by expanding on something that they say that puts you on even footing with them. The one thing you can't do in this delicate situation is make assumptions. Ask some probing questions about what's going on with them, like, does it feel like you're treading water, or is it more like drowning? Depending on how they respond, ask yourself if you may have misunderstood their money troubles. You certainly don't want to offend your friend or get into what it feels like a game of 20 questions. You're trying to get them to open up, not force them to answer a bunch of uncomfortable questions. Start light and work your way towards the pressing concerns. Humanize your thoughts in an empathetic way. Show them that you care by listening and remarking on specific points that they're talking about. Wherever the window opens to point the right direction, make sure to tell them that you'll get them signed up for help. You want to make sure that they follow through and get that help that they need. But also you want to make sure that you're able to back off and let them have their space. Being the first day friend takes a lot of nuance and it's not going to be easy. It's important to remember that the reward of helping someone through a difficult situation lasts a lifetime. Seeing a friend make it to graduation, get a job, start a career, and flourish in general is well worth the price of admission. So make sure you do your research, try out your pitch on a close confidant, and keep things confidential. Above all, keep your heart in the right place and the rest will follow. Thanks for listening to the Go Higher podcast. We'll see you next week.
College can be difficult, but for some students, financial issues can make things impossible. The HIGH program at Wayne State University provides critical funds to students who are having major issues with basic needs like tuition, books, housing, and food. It's amazing, but just a few $100s at the right time can save a student from dropping out of school or being homeless. Students should not have to decide between basic life necessities and finishing their education. The HIGH program has connected hundreds of students with their basic needs and provided a light at the end of the tunnel for what amounts to the most difficult period of their young lives. If you would like to help, donations of any amount are welcome, and you can find all of our information at highprogram.wayne.edu.